and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and this is Transport Fever. Thank you. As you may recall, if you were with me for the last episode, this is the last thing we saw, more or less. It was in the other town, but it's the last train we saw. A magnificent mallard on the Newbury to Exeter Express run. It's only carrying, well, it's half full, barely that at the moment. We've moved on about 18 months, 20 months, something like that. And it's not made any money yet, but these things do take a while. Now I have actually played on for a few more years just to try things out and see how things work and so on. And what I've discovered is that it does eventually start making a little bit of money, but it takes its time, as these things do. I think part of the problem is the frequency. Just the one train, however fast it's going, isn't going to entice that many people to take the journey. But well, we'll come back to that one in a future episode, I am sure. Before we start today's little episode, I just want to draw attention to a couple of things here. One of which is to do with cargo. Now, as you can see here, we've got loads and loads of livestock here waiting to be transported. And we're not bringing that down much. We've still got loads waiting. I've got 3 quite busy trains on there at the moment, each carrying 104, and that's a very profitable line. There's no doubt about that. But what I want to do to increase the food production up north, because that is now supplying Newbury, Exeter, Falmouth and Churchill, 4 towns, and I want to increase that, of course. I want food production get my teeth in straight. I want food production to ramp up somewhat, so I need to get more livestock up there. So what I've set in motion really is a new train on there, the 2884. At the moment it's the 2800, yeah, which I think only travels at 60 miles an hour. I think. Where's one of those trains? There you are. Yeah, whereas the 2884, which is another new modded vehicle from the same modder. Again, the link will be in the description below and also in the Steam collection. That travels a maximum of 65 miles an hour. So I'm hoping that faster will mean I get more livestock and more food production. If not, I might add another vehicle to another locomotive, another train to that line, but we will see. The other one that needs taken care of at some point soon is the Falmouth Whitchurch passenger line, one of my older lines. Indeed, the vehicle there is coming up to its age. That's using a somewhat slower train. I think that only goes at 50 something miles an hour, 55. Again, I'm not really catering for all the people who want to travel on that, so that will need upgrading. Now what I've done for this, as well as just likewise for the farm produce line, is I put a replacement ready, which is a much faster 75 mile an hour, another modded vehicle, a BR03001 vehicle, the Deutschen Reichsbahn Gesellschaft. Again, apologies for my less than perfect German, to say the least. And again, I'm hoping that bigger carriages, faster speed, will keep that rolling along nicely. Again, we might need at some point a second train. Now, a bit like the livestock, I have some concerns about my oil and fuel route over here. It's doing quite well. I mean, it's all profitable. I have no problem with that at all. But we're getting lots of fuel left here at the refinery, which I'd like distributed more quickly. Likewise, the oil here. It's kind of keeping up. But I want to make better use. I want to use more oil and more fuel and get it out to more towns. Now I had thought, end of year, let me just before we go into the new year properly, let's check what, no, I'll carry on with this thought, sorry. I'll carry on with this thought. I'll try and keep one thought in play at one point, at one time, finish it and then go on to the next one. Yeah, that'll make a change. I had thought of taking a line out of Felixstowe Refinery here up to Thatcham, a nice flat line across the river, along the riverside here to Thatcham. But Thatcham, well, I'm not ready to do anything else more with it at the moment. But I thought, and this also played into something I sort of was looking at in one of my sort of play-on sessions, is Plymouth. there's other cargo opportunities here for developing Plymouth, which I'll get round to as soon as possible. But I thought it'd be good actually if we can get a line up here to Plymouth, carrying fuel to help sort of develop the industry there. Now, one thing which did please me about this is if we look at Plymouth, the industry is over on this side of the town. So it's quite a nice straightforward route to come straight up from the oil, the refinery and the oil line up here to Plymouth. The trick is, of course, gradients. There's two quite steep gradients there. Now I've tried to draw a line just before you joined me, and it is possible to get from somewhere here down there without spending a vast fortune. So let's look at doing that. And what my plan is to take this line, double track it, and get our vehicles going from here straight through this station here and up into Plymouth. So there are a couple of things we need to do to start with, one of which is to increase this station to 2 lines. If I keep the game running along, I should start earning money. Oh, we were going to look at the let me just do this now while I remember. We'll make it high speed and we'll see why in a second. Right, yes, the monies. So far we have been incoming, we went down a little bit this last year, 33.9. That's still not a bad number, is it? Previously to that, 34 million. And we're doing, in terms of profit, rather nicely. It was 11 a couple of years ago, but now it's nearly $10 million, which is fine. I'm happy with that for the moment. Of course, as time goes on, we'll want more of that because the trains become more expensive. And I have managed to pay down in the last 18 months or whatever, since the last episode, I've paid down all the loans. So we've got headroom of 30 million. If we need to take out big loans, we can do that, but I don't think we will for this episode. So what we're doing is we're going to add that track to that station, which we've already done. I need to replace this bridge because it's an old stone bridge, I think. Yeah, 56 miles an hour, which is not fast enough. We need that to become a lot faster. It might be okay for the local oil delivery to the refinery, but to get fuel from the refinery all the way up to Plymouth, I want it to go fast as possible for as much of the route as possible. So we've got that. To replace that bridge, I'm going to need to upgrade this station as well, I think. So we want our fuel and our oil input to come to different tracks. Again, we'll make that high speed. We'll try and make everything high speed now. We've got quite a good slew of 75-mile-an-hour locos and wagons, so they can make that journey. Right, I want to get this train out of the way to start with. Otherwise we might get confused, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the oil incoming on this outer platform here rather than the inner one. So we'll use the inner one for the new line for the fuel up to Plymouth. Come on, let's get going. Let's go. I've speeded you up a little bit. Once he's out the way of the bridge, we'll just pause it briefly there. Okay, so let's get rid of the bridge. Now, one thing here, we need to make sure our waterway is still navigable. Actually, let's get rid of all this. Save confusion. High speed, we're still not going electric. So we want you to go across and join there. Oh, that was nice and easy. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that straightforward. So everything is still green in the water. What type of bridge do we want? That box bridge gives us 124, which isn't bad. That's same. No, that's too slow. 75 is slow now. 75, no. 100, that's faster. As is that. Could use that one actually. That doesn't look too bad. I'm just thinking, because we're still only in 1940, we don't want anything too modern. Like, I think these look a bit modern to my taste. And that looks okay. Yeah, we'll do that, I think. Yeah, we're all green, we're all good to go. So that's that. Now we need to double track that. Because that first line is going to be the oil delivery. And this is going to be the fuel. Actually, let's upgrade all this. There you go, it needs to be high speed as well. Okay, so that will give me a fuel line. And Plymouth, where we're going to deliver our fuel, is up here. Now, as we saw earlier, the industry is all the way over here, so we should be able to get a station, cargo station, make sure we get that right. Now the issue here is, can I get, how much of the industry can I get? That's not really, yeah, see, if I put the cargo in there, it gets all the industry and a couple of commercial units as well. Where's my lines? Because I've got buses in here. Ah, right, okay, so the buses don't go up that little bit of road there. So if we attach a station to that, that will work, I think. So let's demolish this, which we don't want at the moment. And our station, it will be 2. It will be not electric, it will be high speed. Don't need a second. Okay, 160, it seems to be fine. Don't want that anymore either. Yeah. Oh, we could curve these, can't we? I've got the curve option. Right, that way, that's it. That's better, I think. Why don't we draw that road out just a little bit? Will that help any? So I'm just worried I'm a bit close. I could get rid of that, couldn't I, actually? I don't need that. But I probably don't need that bit of road there now either. That's good, that's good. I've got all the industrial, I think. And, okay. That will work, he said confidently. Okay, so we now need to get from there down there. Easy peasy, he said hopefully. Right, we will take the inside of that one, I think. So if we were to just draw it straight down, what would our engineer tell us? $2.38 million. And a thundering great tunnel by the look of it. Can we do that for a bit less? I think. Let's get the gradients back on again. It's very useful for this exercise, I think. No, we don't want to go up. We definitely do not want to go up. No, we don't. We'll go down. Well, that's actually flat rather than down, but gets us, that's 4, let's see how far So it looks like the gradient's a little better, a little less steep there, so okay, let's try that. Oh, hang on, pause there before I start losing any money. Right, that looks very cheap indeed. So all in all, that's that. Okay, so we've got a little bit of bridge in, a little bit of tunnel in there. Why do I call tunnels bridges? That's a standard one. This is a modded bridge entrance. That's a standard one. I don't think I've used this one before. Again, I'll put a link to this and Steam Collection in the description. That was kind of industrial, I think. Yeah, I have a suspicion that the description of the mod says it only works for up to 2 tracks. And that should be fine. If not, then I'll worry about that later. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit of an unsightly lump in the landscape there, but I'm not going to worry. I've got good speeds and it's cheap. Go for it. Well, that was remarkably easy, wasn't it? That's a nice swinging curve into the city. Okay, so let's draw our line. Don't need any of this anymore. And this new line from the Felixstowe refinery up to, let's get things so I can see them, up there. Okay, that's looking good. Yeah, and the black line there is the crude oil coming into the refinery. That looks excellent. I don't have a problem with that at all. Right, we will call this one Plymouth Fuel. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely. Okay. Right, so what sort of train do we want to run on this line? Oh, how are we going to get it there? We haven't got a depot. We need a depot somewhere. And we've got one of those false depots here. I could use that perhaps. I'm going to need a crossover here at some point in all likelihood, because we might need more, well, we will need more than one train running, so we'll want single direction track at some point. So yeah, it might be a bit of a long trek into the depot. Let's see how that plays out anyway. So if we put that there, and what is it there? No. There. Go. Just get the view right. There we go. Snap. Gotcha. Right, okay. So, can we... I don't really like that. I'm afraid. If we put a depot over here... Yeah, this is all... I thought high speed... No, I didn't... right, yeah, all this line was here before, wasn't it? Before I put the extension to the hub in. So all the old track is still standard speed. I'm going to replace everything with high speed quite shortly, I think, quite soon. So we'll do that. Well, we'll just do that for now, just so it doesn't annoy me by looking old. I could get the depot here. It's probably going to be a bit of a trek as well for the trains, but yeah, we'll need to relay this junction here a bit, I think. Let's get rid of that signal as well, because that might just get in the way. Oh, it's been a bit of a dip there. Yeah, not entirely happy about that. The dip bit of it, that is. Okay, so that's coming up. That's okay. Fuel train car. That's the Felixstowe fuel coming in. Splendid. Let's not do that. Okay, now we want to bring these in. Too much curvature. Ah, that's okay. There's no way of getting... No. Okay, so if I just bring these... No. You know, a little bit of an extension. Make it flat. Let's do that. Oh, let's get rid of that. There we go. That's a very busy station. Oh, quite busy. Ah, right, okay, so that brings in there. That gives me my single point. I need to make that a double slip. Yeah. So that every line can get into this point here, which is going to be our depot. Right, let's make sure I've got signals here. So we want electric signals. It's 1940. Come on. So we'll put you there. Oh, hang on, no, I haven't joined these tracks back. There you go. Check what tracks this line is using. Oh, that's alright. Good, it's worked that out for itself, which is a bit of a relief. Okay, so, yeah, we want you there. And what some of us might call a little release signal a bit further up there. Cool. And likewise, there, that will do, I think. Yep, that controls entrance to the depot. So we just need to stick a depot in there, and we will use. We'll just use a standard one, I think, here. I think there are a few more on the workshop, which I've not loaded yet, so I might look at those. Doing collision? Don't be ridiculous. Collision with what? Maybe I need to. No, don't do that. You can't. Oh. Is it that last bit of track? Oh, that was clever. Deleted everything. Okay, right. I didn't quite expect that to happen. Right, that's okay. So got you in there. Got you in there. And our depot. Right, that's better. Unless it was colliding with smoke gets in my eyes. Unless it was colliding with signals or something bizarre. I don't know. Okay, so let's put those signals back. They're probably not actually strictly necessary here, to be honest, but we'll put them in anyway. Just in case. No, we don't want that one there, because that could hold up multiple lines. Right, that will do, I think. Yeah, and I can get rid of that faux depot at the end there. Get rid of all that. Get rid of that. Okay, train time. Okay, so we need a fast train. None of these are fast, I think. 53, no. 75 will be good. No. This is what we've got running on the Whitchurch line, I think. Yeah, that train there. Here's, I think, one of those BBO 214s, which is a good train. 75, yeah. Oh, yeah, we've got these as well. That's impressive. 364. It's not too expensive either. It's 60. Oh, now these, yeah, these are the latest ones I installed just a few days ago. I think they've only just appeared on the workshop. The BRO 5003 of the Deutschen Reichsbahn, Gesellschaft or Wehrmacht even. Okay, which goes 109. So that definitely does need the high-speed tracks. Or the GWR 352. How does that compare? 140, 157. It's a pity you can't filter these trains somehow. Well, that's 364. It's a little less, I think. That's interesting. Now, what's the I don't understand the difference between the power and the tractive effort. So this is 1400 157, and that one was 1450 147. So the GWR has more tractive energy but less power. Is tractive energy the sort of pulling power of you know, how it clings to the track or something, I suppose. Let's go with this. I like the look of that. Yeah, we'll do that one. It's a bit more expensive, but hey, I've got the money, I don't care. So, right, oil wagons. We'll assume the refinery is an SO branded refinery, so we'll use just those. 2, 3. Oh, I need more money. Wow. How many shall we add to this? That gives me 27, 36. I want this to be more than that. Let's take more money. Darn the expense. Right, 54. Right, he's probably not going to make money for a year or two, but there you go. And he's going to be on the Plymouth fuel line. Okay, so let's watch him emerge. This is a lovely busy station, isn't it? Shipping fuel to far and wide. The other thing we'll probably need to do, yeah, is catch that train. Catch it. There we go. It's very slow, even over this new fast bridge. I think we need to bring more oil in. So we'll send him off to this faux depot as well. Add a couple of more tanker wagons to his consist. And what we'll do for Plymouth fuel is I'll have it wait for fuel for a little while. Just 1 minute. There you go. Are you in the depot yet? Right, he is. Okay. Oh, look at that, 3.84 million already. I love this. I love making money. It's impressive work. So freight. So this is I'm using the Shell, I think, for the crude oil, aren't I? So we will add another 2.99. Yeah, let's see how he handles that. Actually, what wagon is that? It's a 64. He's not that old. 8 years. So could I replace that with a more powerful? What is a 64? Is it here? Where is it? Or has they gone out of production as well? I'm not seeing it. No, it looks like it has. Ah, very short lifespan. Okay, he travels at 56, so we want something which goes at least as fast. And has good power. So that's quite good. The KKS would be 10. Well, that's so we've got 5 more years left on its life. No, these are all a bit slow and inadequate in terms of power. I don't really want to go for one of these big ones, not for such a short route. Oh, this is tough. Could go diesel. Ooh, well, there's a thought. That is a thought. What's my running costs here? Right, the choice that includes all the wagons as well, doesn't it? Now I'm going to leave it for the moment. I'll come back. We might get more trains. Well, you need to go online, don't you? Thatcham Oil, that was you. Okay. So where's our fuel train? Oh, hang on. Have we got a screenshot opportunity here? Hello, what's going on here? Why? I don't understand. Why is all the oil on that side? It's changed over. How could it possibly do? Oh dear me, no. You need to be on the other. That's better. Why? I don't understand why it did that. That is very strange. Very strange indeed. But anyway, I was looking for. I was going to look for a screenshot opportunity there, but I've missed it. Oh well, there you go. You're not the train I want. There you go. Get another finely detailed vehicle. This. And he is travelling at 71 up this hill. That's impressive. Actually, doesn't it? I think it tells you somewhere on the train description, doesn't it? What they can do. We'll just leave that for a second. Go into depot. I'm sure I saw somewhere an information panel which described this tractive effort and stuff. There's a little eye icon. I don't know, unless was it in the replacements? No, that's. I can't remember. Where did I don't know where I saw it now. Oh well, never mind. If I find it, I'll mention it at some point. Have I got loan? Yes, let's repay that loan. Don't need to keep that going. There's our train heading down again. Well, this is actually, this looks like quite a nice, neat half hour actually. So I could end here. Actually, let's just check. Oh, we've already got 6 waiting for Plymouth oil, for Plymouth fuel rather. That's good. That is very good. One thing that I did wonder is if you add more lines into a supply station like this refinery, what effect does that have on splitting up the stock here, the store of fuel, for example? Does it add any extra capacity to the new line, or does it split what it might have given to an old line into the new line as well? So will adding Plymouth here decrease the amount of supply to the Whitchurch line? I don't know. That looks good, doesn't it? I mean, amazing how big those locomotives are, the German ones, compared to the little GWR. It must be a modelling thing, the way the models are created, the scale perhaps. I don't know if they were that different in size in reality. So here comes our Plymouth train coming in. We should be getting more similar fuel coming in, because you won't fill up just yet. You've got your 6 and that's it. Any more waiting here to be refined? No. For some reason we've got 4 oil waiting. Yeah, we haven't got any. We've used all our crude up. So we're waiting for this train to come in. Should I speed him up a little bit? Here he comes. Come on. There he is. It's a nice little touch. Whoever created this model, adding the what do they call them? The train driver, the plate man, and yeah, the guys who work in the trains, the drivers and the firemen, adding them into the model. Does that make a good screenshot? It might do. Well, you'll see when I come to do the thumbnail for this edition quite how it works. Right, that's, yeah, let's get these guys moving. So how much? You've still only got 6. Is that what you're going to take? Oh dear. So where did all that production go? Oh, he's still turning it into fuel. If only you'd waited a few more minutes. Right, okay, well I think that will do it for today. So we've got an extra fuel outlet, which hopefully will allow me to make use of this oversupply of crude here. We may well need to add additional trains to this line as this ramps up. Once it realises there's demand in Plymouth, it will start increasing the production here, I believe, at the refinery, and I will do something about the livestock situation over here, whether we simply rely on faster trains or add another train to that line. And of course there's another cargo line I want to introduce, wholly new. Oh, excellent, end of year. Right, so that means I can check my profit and loss account. Yeah, there's a whole new other cargo setup I want to implement as well, and we may see that in the next episode, but who knows, you'll have to wait until the next time to find that out. Anyway, quick check of our finances. My goodness, we actually made money last year. Oh, this is it. Oh dear, I'm sorry, I'm getting all excited. Yeah, so income last year, 36.7 million. That's the best result we've seen so far. Road is down a bit. Rail is the bulk of it. Tram went up a bit. Our ship's going down. Interesting, that I'm not quite sure what's going on there. So I think in the play-ons that I did, having this extra line coming into Exeter, well, that's filling up quite nicely, actually increased the demand for the boat, for the ship between Falmouth and Exeter. There's more destination opportunities for the residents here. Anyway, that's looking very impressive. I'm surprised to see that. I suppose I didn't actually spend a great deal, because that line down the hill from Plymouth was actually a lot cheaper than I expected. So excellent. So we will catch up next time, but for now, from me, shall we just catch up with our train, so you've got something interesting, more interesting to look at than just a green map. There he goes. Right, off he steams with a full 6 units of fuel running up that hill. Anyway, so from me, Ajaxpost, here in Transport Fever, hope you've enjoyed this little episode. If you have, please do leave us a like. If you have any thoughts, ideas, recommendations, suggestions for making it better, criticisms for the inadequate way I'm doing it, whatever you've got to say, it'd be great to hear from you. Quite like that, Tom. It'd be great to hear from you. Just leave a little note in the comments box below, and of course if you've not done so already, please do subscribe, and then you'll know as soon as I upload another one of these Transport Fever videos or any of my other Let's Play series. But that's it from me, Ajaxpost, and I will see you again soon. Until then, bye bye for now.